Hello. My setup's a little different and off today. I feel like my lighting's all weird, but it's whatever. It's fine. So, gonna give it just a second. Today we are talking about monetizing your Facebook business page. So I'm super excited about that. And I hope you all can hear me. Maybe I should wait a second and make sure you can hear me and see me fine. No, my lighting's a little weird. It's not showing anyone's on yet. But we're just gonna really talk about, talk about how you're posting and feeling like you're not getting anywhere, and you're not getting the views that you want, and you don't want to do all these Facebook ads. You don't want to have to pay for all this and that, and not even know if the return's gonna be there on paying all that. You're sick of attracting followers that just probably aren't even your tribe, or even if they are, they're just not ready to commit and buy or book you or whatever. Okay, it shows someone is on. Can you tell me if you can hear me okay? But we're just gonna talk about some ways that you can get your Facebook business page really up and going and get something from it. So we've been playing around with this. So one of the biggest things about us here in Trendsetters, we're not, Bree and I, we don't sit and say, oh, we researched this and we did all this research and we did this and we did that. Like, we actually put these things to the test. Like, we actually try these things out. We actually do, whatever we're teaching. We do it ourselves. We do trial and error. We fail, we get back up, we try again, and we perfect it over and over. So, that's really, really huge. Because you'll have a lot of coaches or a lot of people. Can you hear me fine? Hey. My lighting's all weird today. Can you hear me though? I don't know if my volume's all weird. I got a different setup today. I'm not at home. So, just trying to see if my volume's okay. But, like I was saying, okay, good. Yay, thanks. But like I was saying, a lot of coaches or a lot of people in general say, I'm at Vaughn's. He's over here hooking up the fire sticks for his mom and all that. So I was like, well, guess I'll go in the other room and get this done. But that's the best thing about working from your phone, huh? You can do it wherever. So it's like an impromptu live, even though it was, already planned, but it's just at a different location. It's fine. But one of the biggest things about Bree and I is we make sure that we try these things. We make sure that we implement them. We make sure that things work. We're not just out here saying, oh, we researched this and we read about this. No, we're actually doing it. We're not teaching you something that we read about. We actually do these things and try these strategies and then teach you from it. Hello. So, anyways, monetizing your Facebook business page is huge because for so long, I know Kiana and I were both taught not to worry about it. Like, don't worry about your business page, or you're not going to get anything from it. And, maybe at a point in time, it wasn't something that you needed to focus on, or maybe the business that we were working, it wasn't, there wasn't a need for using your Facebook business page. But, now I think that, you might as well just try and see what works for you. And I feel like if you're already posting on Instagram or Facebook, hey girl, all you gotta do, I feel like it's just a little extra step, or maybe not even a little extra work. You can set it up to where your Instagram posts straight to, whatever you post on Instagram, post straight to your business page if you have a business, account on Instagram. So, that is something that I do, and I think we had it set up on Trendsetters, but we had a little error or whatever, so we gotta fix that. But everything that we post on our Instagram, it'll go straight to Facebook. So it's really no extra work in the first place. Maybe going back, and if you have comments or new followers or whatever, you can go back and engage. So, a business page is huge. For a while, like I said, we were taught not to use one, not to worry about one, but let's just say we're going to bring them back. I know a lot of people get results from it, and just myself, as long as, let's see, how long have I been implementing these strategies? Just really playing around with it and seeing if it's worth it and if we should do a training for you all on it. And my inbox is blowing up just on my business page, and I've got new followers. Like, it's just been crazy. So I thought, okay, it's time to teach you all how to do it. And we're really, really focusing on social media this week. So it's just perfect. It was the perfect timing. But anyways, so let's go ahead and jump in. I know a lot of times on Facebook has a good, yes, and then I know they have a new, and I think we're going to talk about it, but they have a new option where you can put your services on there. So if you are a coach or, whatever you do, you can put your services on it. If you sell, physical products, you can put those on it. So Facebook business pages are really stepping it up. I know a lot of people went away from them and just focused on Facebook, or they went to Instagram and used Instagram business pages, but I think they're really coming back on Facebook. Facebook and Instagram's one job and one, their one goal is to keep you on their site. That's it. So they're not going to deliberately do anything to make you say, I hate this, or make you want to get off of it. They're going to do everything that they can. A lot of us think, okay, you're tired of posting on Facebook, or you're tired of posting on Instagram. I'm not getting likes, I'm not getting followers, I'm not getting anything, but it's got to be something that you're doing. It's got to be your strategy, or, you might need to implement something else, because, like I said, Facebook and Instagram are going to do everything that they can to get you to stay on their app. So if you're unhappy with something, it's just because of your personal strategy, or, your personal, the people that you're attracting, or the things that you're doing. It's on you. It's not on Facebook and Instagram. So at the end of the day, you can't get mad at them. They're only doing what's best for, everyone on there. They want you to stay on the app. Anyways, so if you are, frustrated or upset, or, you're just tired of posting and posting and posting, and you feel like you attract people that just don't commit, or they don't buy, or they don't book, and you feel like, you're spending time on here and there and you're not getting anything from it, that's what we're really going to cover today. So I think it was yesterday, I was supposed to do this live yesterday, but we had some technical difficulties. So yesterday on our website, IamATrendsetter.com, I did a blog on monetizing your Facebook. So I'm not going to go over all of those points. You can go check that out. What I am going to do is just go off of that. So I'll probably go over the main points, and then I'll go over some other ways that you can do something. Sorry, y'all, I had a message and I couldn't see it. This dang halo light is so bright today. So I'm going to just hit on these points from the blog, and y'all can go read it, and then I'll go over my notes. So, number one is branding yourself. That's probably the biggest thing that we could tell you all to do, period, for your business. Whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever that you use, you still need to brand yourself. That's number one. So, the second most important, goodness, I'm getting a million messages. I don't know what the deal is. The second most important is going live. So we know that on Instagram, Facebook, business page, whatever, going live is the biggest thing right now. And that's how you get your whole audience looking at you, your whole point across quicker. And that's just really what the platforms are pushing, because that's their biggest and newest things. So, so I put a whole lot in there about the going live. And, we did a whole Facebook Live 5-day challenge, so you might want to check that out too if you're struggling with that. Posting valuable and related content to your tribe, that's going to be huge. Facebook ads, I talk a little bit about that, but like I said, this isn't really to talk about putting money into it. We want to teach you ways that you can implement strategies and get your stuff to grow without throwing money into it, if that makes sense. We do not believe in spending $15,000 on Facebook ads, even though you're making $30,000 from it. I still feel like that's a huge overhead and a huge thing that you don't have to do. You don't have to throw money out to get money coming back from those platforms, and people get to know you better. Exactly, and that's the most important thing. So timely responses and being creative, all of that is on the blog, is what I went over there. So make sure that you all check that out. So today on the live, I'm just going to share some, sorry, I have a cold, so my voice and my nose is awful right now. But today I'm just going to talk about some other tips, like some things that maybe you wouldn't think of, or things that, maybe were just some extra juicy tips that I wanted to get on here instead of talking about it in a blog. So, one of the things that you can do to up your engagement or your visibility for your business page is talking about it on your blog. So blogging about your fan page or your business page, whatever you want to call it. So maybe you can run a contest on there. We're going to talk about that a little later, but just talking about your business page. Maybe you write a blog and at the end, the call to action is to go to your business page and like it, because maybe you have extra updates on there. So that's huge. Start using a few Facebook ads. So like I said, we're not going to talk about throwing all this money into it, but a few Facebook ads here and there. I know we run a few for trendsetters every now and then. Those are good. It gets you more visibility. It gets you some more viewers that maybe weren't seeing your page. And one thing that we learned, I know Kiana and I were taught with our business that you go and like a bunch of people's pages, and the people that you like their pages and they run an ad, it basically targets you and all your friends because you like that page. It basically gives them the okay. So if that makes sense, so maybe you're following a bunch of people in the same niche as you, and while we don't agree with or believe that there's competition, the more people that you're really following and people are running ads to, they're just taking your people. So you really just want to step that up a little bit, run a couple ads, get you some more visibility, and get your people looking at you. You want to be the go-to girl. So the next thing you can do is add your page URL to YouTube. So maybe you have a few YouTube videos, or maybe you're working on getting that up. Just if you're using YouTube at all, you could really put your Facebook business page on there and start posting your videos over there too, sharing them on the page. Hey, make sure you like my follow page, and it'll update you whenever I get a new YouTube video up. Thank you. It's a hot mess today. Like, it would not do anything. Maybe because I don't feel good. I don't know. But it's a mess. And I really can't even see it because this dang halo light. It's awful. So anyways, adding just your profile link and sharing your videos from YouTube. So that's really, really huge, and that'll get your visibility up too, because YouTube is a huge site, and there's not really, I don't want to say that there's not an algorithm there, but it's different. Like, if you're subscribed to stuff, you get it in order. If they posted it in order, you get it in that order. So posting consistently, that's the next one. That's huge. You can't, we tell you all the time, you can't show up one day and then not show up for another month. So it's the same thing with your business page. And I know we struggle with that because I have been there. I struggle with that too. You just kind of think that page is irrelevant and it's not your first focus. So you're just not consistent on it. But I guarantee, even if you don't put a whole lot of work into it, but you are consistent on it, it'll make your, your views and your viewers, your followers, and your engagement, all that go up. And sometimes it's easier to access. I feel like sometimes people message me easier on my business page than on my page, like my plain Facebook. So that's huge. Making sure you're staying consistent, even if, like I said, that's not your main focus, that business page. The next thing is getting your fans involved with your page. Sorry, I don't want to miss anything on my notes. But getting your fans involved. So whether it's share contests, or sometimes your friends and followers and stuff will just support you, even if there isn't like a giveaway or a contest or whatever. Sometimes they'll just share for you. So you can really talk about that. Excuse me, I got hiccups now too. I'm struggling today. But you can really just talk about that, and contests are really huge. Even if you're giving away like a shout out or one product or anything, you can do a contest for that, like a share this, like my page, invite your friends to like my page, stuff like that for a contest. Those are huge. And then you can also start discussions, just regular topics. You don't even have to ask them to do anything, but maybe like, let's see, if you're selling makeup or something, you can talk about what's your favorite foundation, drop it in the comments. Just anything that can start a discussion. Maybe there was a huge makeup article posted and it was really, really good. Post that, and maybe people will really like that. They'll really connect with it. Sorry, I'm not going to hold you all too long. So keeping track of your Facebook insights, those are really, really good. And I know that on Facebook, I feel like this is one thing that if you didn't like Facebook or Instagram or anything, this is one thing that really, really, like, they're top notch with, is their insights. You know, with Facebook groups, with your Facebook pages, with your Instagram business page, all of that, I feel like they really go all out with your insights and your analytics and all of that. It's really, really good to look at. And that's one of the main reasons that I ended up switching from Instagram regular to like an Instagram business page, so I could see those insights. So same thing with Facebook. You can track those things on your Facebook page, and you can see who's engaged with your content, see who they are. You know, we always say find like a person, like say I'm looking for my ideal client, and maybe everything about Brie is my ideal client. So go see who's liking your page and who's following you and engaging with you, and see what kind of people they are. And 9 times out of 10 they're going to be your tribe if they're, you know, involved and engaged and everything else too. Go talk to them. And you know, even if you just get them to share something or be engaged, their friends are going to see it. Make sure that you're encouraging people to stay, or, you know, come back. If you're being consistent, then of course you want them to keep coming back. You want to keep, you know, posting content that is going to keep bringing them back, that they're going to be interested in. You can do things like check-ins, and it's so weird because, you know, like my business page is Krista Smith, so people are checking in at Krista Smith. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, it gets you engagement, it gets you likes, and just the fact that they can check in at your page and say, you know, I just did a consult, or I just learned this and that from this person, and then check in your page, that really gives you some more views. Keeping it short and sweet and capturing a lot of eyeballs, because that's the main thing. Like, you want to be seen, so anything that you can do to do that, to get seen and to get the engagement, is really just going to work in your favor. You know, you're keeping your posts, it's probably best to keep your post the way that we've been doing ours and what works best for most pages. And you can research this too. Like I said, everything we do is research, but it's also tested. Like, we don't just get out here and read this article and say do this. We do it ourselves to make sure it works. But 80 characters or less. So sometimes it's okay to do a longer story. Like if you're talking about your personal story or testimony, sometimes that's okay. But you want to usually keep it under 80 characters or less. So that's just going to really get to the point. People are going to read it and see it, or even if they skim, it's that right amount of numbers and characters that can keep them, you know, engaged, basically. You know, some people see a long post and they're like, nope, don't have time for that, I'm not about to read that, and they just move on. But like I said, longer posts get skimmed over too. Like, they'll just read and think that they got the gist of it and move on. So anyways, keep it 80 characters or less is huge. And you can test that in Word or anything like that, but you should pretty much know what's long or what's not. Pin your posts. So this is huge. This is not about Pinterest. It's not about, you know, pinning something on Pinterest or nothing like that. We have an attention span of less than 8 seconds. Goldfish has longer. Yes. And then those of us that are like ADD, it's even worse. So maybe they need to be like 40 characters or less. But pin your post. And that's one thing that I always did like about business pages, even back when I didn't really use it. You can make a post and it gives you the option to pin it, so it can stay at the top for like 7 days, or, you know, just any option that you keep, but it keeps it at the top of the page. So maybe if you have a special or a really big article that everyone gave engagement to, or just anything, you can pin it to the top of your page and keep it there. So that's really, really good to do. And then, you know, just taking these things, and like I said, you don't have to just necessarily go out of your way to try all these new things. Playing around with it is great, but if you're automatically, you know, setting your posts up from Instagram or however to automatically post on your page, then that automatically helps you anyways. Or tease content for the week and keep it coming back. Exactly. Or if you go live on there and you have a great live and you want all that engagement, keep it pinned to the top and keep sending people to that page. So you can say, you know, go like my page and check out my live video that I just did. Things like that. And they don't have to go searching through your page. It's already at the top. So anyways, I know this is kind of quick and to the point, and that's usually how we like to do it. So I'll drop the link below to the blog it was actually posted yesterday, but you can go read all the other points about branding and all of that. And just remember that all of this isn't going to happen overnight. It's not like an overnight success. It's going to take time. You can't go back in 2 days and try to look at your analytics and think that you're going to grow 1,000 followers. I mean, if you really put in some work, you might. But like I said, all of this takes work, and you have to be patient with yourself, with Facebook and Instagram, their algorithms, because like I said, they're not out to get you. We might feel like that sometimes, but their only job is to keep you on the app. So they're going to try to keep you happy. So remember, just try these things out over the next few days or the next week or so and see what works for you and what doesn't, and try it later. And just get busy. Have fun with it. Play with it. You don't have to be all like wham bam and it's over, I'm done, I posted, I did what I needed to do for the day. Just play around with it. It's social media. You're not gonna, anything that you do is gonna show some visibility anyways. As long as you're showing up every day, you're gonna get what you need. You're gonna show up to the right people. Your tribe's gonna see you for what you are and who you are. So just make sure that it's worth it. So I hope some of these tips helped, and I hope you get some from the blog too. Let me know. Come back and let me know if you read this. And if you're watching the replay, you can let me know if you watched it and drop replay in the comments later so I can come back and connect with you. But I hope all of this helped, and just let me know in the comments if you have any questions. You can jump on my inbox or anything. Also, I want to add in there that, we just opened open enrollment for the new social media boot camp. Dude, it's freaking, like, I don't even have words. I do this every time. But it's so, if you just seen the bonuses, you would be ready to book. Like, just the bonuses. Not even the regular content. Not even all 4 modules with every checklist and action plan and lesson. But just the bonuses are worth it. Like, they're freaking, I don't even know. We cover everything. Like, from Facebook business pages to what platforms you need to be on, who your tribe is, how to show up, your engagement. Like, we cover every dang thing. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just, it pumps me up because this is my passion. This is what I love doing. And I feel like not only at that price you're getting all the content that the actual training is, but you're getting all of the bonuses, and you're getting 2 coaches for a week. Like a branding coach, social media coach. Like, you get all of that. You get us for every question that you have, everything. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. But anyways, just let us know if you're interested in that. We can drop the link for that below too. And really, I think you should book your spot. Like, the early enrollment gives you a big discount, so I would definitely take advantage of that. So anyways, I hope you all have what is today? Wednesday? I think today's Wednesday. Yeah. So I hope you all had a good Wednesday. I know it's a little later in the evening when I do my lives. I usually do them early. But, so I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you all got a little tip. And I hope you all book your social media training. I hope you all have a good night.